What's up, heathens? Back again with another reaction video. It has been a couple of days since I've uploaded anything to you guys. It feels like forever. I feel bad if I'm not uploading something every single day. So let me know if that's a bit too much for you guys. If a video every day is too much, or if you're actually able to keep up with that. But aside from that, I had a really cool weekend. Got to hang out with the kiddo. We got to go watch SmackDown live. My birthday is actually tomorrow, which by the time you see this video, it'll be there. And my cousin got us tickets to go and check it out, so it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun with that. I posted pictures of it, a few of the pictures of it in the community tab. But anyway, Tom MacDonald, who is also a wrestling fan, dropped a new video on Friday, and I've held out for 3 days on watching it because I always like to watch it with you guys first. The video is called Names. I'm looking forward to it. I've already seen, he's posted a few videos on his Instagram about people getting pissed off about it, so nothing new there when it comes to Tom's videos, but I'm looking forward to it. If you're new here, jump in the comments section, let me know what you think about it. Thumbs up, subscribe, and go check out my other Tom MacDonald reactions. I'd appreciate it very much.
They gon' try to call you names, label you with things till you're ashamed. You're a sexist or a racist, white supremacist or gay. They'll attack your reputation, claim that you're the one to blame, and try to make you hate yourself for ways that you behave. They're just names, embrace them and they'll never cause you pain. They're just words that another person thought up in their brain. They're just names, they do not define you, that's insane. And they'll just call you something different if you change.
Alrighty, I've said this before, hip-hop videos can be difficult to react to because they throw a lot at you in just a little bit amount of time. But I think a lot of I said this before on my the last reaction I did to 12-Foot Ninja Culture War, how they take a lot of your personal beliefs and your virtues and they try to weaponize it. And I think that's what he's saying right there is when they call you names, they're gonna take God, what was the word that he said? They're going to attack your reputation. A lot of people, I don't even think they really believe in a lot of the shit, especially when you're talking about like the woke crowd. They don't really believe in it. They're trying to look virtuous and heroic in front of everybody. And either you're going to fall victim to that or you're going to take a lot of heat from people who think that you're all the names that he's talking about.
That you're the one to blame and try to make you hate yourself for ways that you behave. They're just names, embrace them and they'll never cause you pain. They're just words that another person thought up in their brain. They're just names, they do not define you, that's insane. And they'll just call you something different if you change. Call me racist, I don't make no BLM donations. I can stand with black folks without a branded corporation. All this systemic prejudice, if you live in this nation, you privileged, black or Caucasian. Call me transphobic, but I support you in your policies. I just can't ignore the very basics of biology. All I see is men and women trying to live in harmony, not 100 genders that you wanna be. Call me snowflake.
Let's back this up to the when he was talking about BLM. I completely agree with him on that point. First of all, I do support black people. I believe that they have the same rights. They should have the same rights as white people do. The idea of Black Lives Matter, I do wholeheartedly believe that Black Lives Matter. But once things start getting political and you get corporate people backing you up, it starts becoming no more than marketing scheme like Christmas and Valentine's Day. Like they have the Pride Month. I think people should be proud of who they are 365 days a year. But when you sit there and devote a month to it and corporations start putting your flag up and shit, that's when I don't want anything to do with it. That's just my opinion. And other things that I've heard about, and I don't know how true this is because you don't know what the fuck is true. Whatever you read on the internet is somebody high up in the BLM organization is like buying mansions and stuff. I may be off on that, but regardless if that is true or not, once corporations start backing you and trying to sell your story or whatever it is you're trying to do, your cause, like what are they actually doing whenever during Pride Month? Are they actually doing anything for people who are who are minorities with the money that they're bringing in by posting your flag up.
If you change, call me racist. I don't make no BLM donations. I can stand with black folks without a branded corporation. All this systemic prejudice. If you live in this nation, you privileged, black or Caucasian. Call me transphobic, but I support you in your policies. I just can't ignore the very basics of biology. All I see is men and women trying to live in harmony, not 100 genders that you wanna be. Call me snowflake.
That is another subject too. A lot of the stuff about gender identity and accusing people of transphobia, it's getting pretty ridiculous out there with all of this. I've had very close friends not want to be friends with me because they just assumed that I associate with anti-LGBT people, which is not true. However, whenever you get crazy with it the way they are, like I said, be proud of who you are 365 days a year. But whenever you start sitting there and assuming people should agree with gender identity, and it's kind of like, it's no different than when Christians force their beliefs on you. Look, like, if you want to believe whatever gender you are, I'm okay with that. But don't expect me to go against basic biology and the way they're indoctrinating it into children's school. I think that's highly unnecessary, and it's probably fucking dangerous to be doing that, because you already have a problem with young teenagers getting pregnant and they can't teach proper sex education and reproduction, but they're going to start telling children that you should accept whatever gender you believe you are. And like, children don't know what the fuck they want when they're that young. You have people who are 20 something years old in college deciding like, oh, that's not what I want to do anymore. So I think it's pretty harmful, especially whenever you're talking about hormone blockers and stuff like that. You're getting into some pretty dangerous stuff. Like, children, they can be curious. That's what kids do. They're still learning about everything. But when you sit there and tell them, oh, well, it's probably because you're the wrong gender, if you disagree with that, I'm sorry, that's just what I think. But it's not something that I believe children need to be taught. You can teach children to accept everybody for who they choose to be, but you don't need to put certain ideas into their head while they're still learning about who they are and the world around them.
Cause I'm offended, I ain't stone-faced. Social justice warriors destroying us with woke ways. Mad because they voted for the POTUS with the most hate. Man, I miss the old days. Call me loser, call me bigot.
And speaking of voting for the POTUS, I don't vote. So before anybody jumps in and says I'm a right-wing conservative or racist, whatever, you can call me whatever the fuck you want. I don't vote. I'm not even registered to vote. I don't play that game. I'm out of that fucking game because I think it's all bullshit. I think they're all on the same team.
Call me stupid, call me bitter, call me ugly, call me cracker, call me doucher, call me trigger. You can call me what you want, because at the end of the day, man, they're just names. Go ahead and call us names, dog. You
nice.
We ain't tripping because we heard it all before. Give a damn about the names, dog. We feel no pain. Your words ain't gonna hurt us anymore. Go ahead and call us names, dog. Do your thing. Y'all are tripping, but I hope you find the Lord. Give a damn about the names, dog. We feel no shame. Call us anything you want, I'm getting bored.
I like when he said, call us anything you want, I'm getting bored. You know, that reminds me of a podcast I listened to. Somebody asked Trump, he was like, how do you feel about everybody calling you a racist? And Trump said, you know, being called a racist used to be a horrible thing. It used to be a really horrible thing to be assumed or called a racist. He said, now everybody's a racist. For whatever you want to do, everything, they figure out a way to call it racist. He said it just doesn't mean anything anymore. And I think that's what it means. It's like, oh, you're like, I'm sure somebody can watch this reaction right now and assume that I'm a racist because of the things that I say. And it's whatever, dude. It's not going to be anything different from the thousands of other things that are called racist today. I know in my heart who I am and what I believe in and what I support. And you can't, whatever you say is not going to change that.
They gon' try to call you names, label you with things till you're ashamed. Repeat it till you really start believing what they say. They gon' stamp it on your forehead and scream.
That's another thing too. Mainstream media, they're gonna run it into the ground. Fear mongering. They're gonna say it over and over and over until you start to believe it.
Till you break. They love to say they woke, they not awake. They're just names, afraid of anyone who ain't the same. So they classify your thoughts as controversial, not okay. Then they cancel you till everything you have all gets erased. They trying to tell the world you bad, they're just names. Call me conservative or liberal, Republican or Democrat. I'm somewhere in the middle, but y'all don't know what to do with that. The system got you so obsessed with classifying right or left. You never call a person human, call them names instead. Call me sexist. Men run the world because they're aggressive.
That's legit what I just fucking said. Let's back this up. And I don't think people do, like what he says, when you're somewhere in the middle and people don't know what to do with that. They don't. Because everything is labeled. People I've known for years will sit there and say, oh, you're definitely right-leaning. I'm like, I'm really not right-leaning because I don't fucking support Trump and a lot of these fucking crazy rednecks who believe the shit that they do. But at the same time, I think I would probably lean more left if people weren't acting so fucking psychotic about certain beliefs. So I'm right there in the middle. I don't want anything to do with anybody's stupid, crazy bullshit.
Okay, then they cancel you till everything you have all gets erased. They trying to tell the world you bad, they're just names. Call me conservative or liberal, Republican or Democrat. I'm somewhere in the middle, but y'all don't know what to do with that. The system got you so obsessed with classifying right or left.
That reminds me of something George Carlin said too when he was talking about like American flags and yellow ribbons. He said, I leave symbols to the symbol-minded. And I love that quote because it's got to be the most simple way of thinking to sit there and have to label something that you... There's no possible way for any gray area. There's no way to discuss it. You're either this or you're that.
Left, you never call a person human, call them names instead. Call me sexist. Men run the world because they're aggressive, but behind it...
I'm sorry I keep stopping it, but what there where he said, what did he say about being human? Fuck.
Cancel you till everything you have all gets erased. They trying to
I'm
tell
spending
the
time on this one.
Call me conservative or liberal, Republican or Democrat. I'm somewhere in the middle, but y'all don't know what to do with that. The system got you so obsessed with classifying right or left. You never call a person human, call them
you never call a person human, call them names. Okay, so I did a reaction a while back about, I can't remember which video I did, but the subject was alcoholism and being an alcoholic. One of the things I said in there is that when you write somebody off as an alcoholic, you don't look into like why they got into alcohol. You're stripping the humanity from them and you're just labeling them an alcoholic. Like there's a reason people depend on alcohol. There's a reason people depend on drugs. There's something that happened to them. Like I said, that gray area. You've got to be able to talk to people and figure this shit out. Otherwise, there is no humanity.
Names instead, call me sexist. Men run the world because they're aggressive, but behind every man there's a woman just as successful. We will never be equal in every way, that ain't helpful. Our differences are why we're great together. Call me white devil. I know you think the system...
Something else I said in the Culture War video from 12 Foot Ninja. You guys need to check that out too if you haven't already. It's crazy how we're expected to be accepting of all these different cultures around us. We're all different people. But at the same time, everybody wants us to force us to all be the same. Fit us in this tiny box and be the same thing. And that's fucking crazy. Like, there's so much in this world. There's so much different places, different people. Like, why would you want to make it all the same? Because you can learn so much. There's so much in this world. Nobody's gonna live an entire lifetime and figure everything out. And that's what's amazing about all the differences that we have.
Favors me, my privileges, residual benefits from the slavery. Subconscious prejudice embedded in the system made for me. Don't mean I never struggled to survive, I guess we ain't agree. Ignorant and jaded, call me dumb, uneducated. Call me idiot or redneck or delusional or crazy. Call me anything society has taught you to say. Cause at the end of the day, they're just names. Go ahead and call us.
I'm gonna back it up again. Alright, let me find this. Okay, he was talking about...
This is why we're great together. Call me white devil. I know you think the system favors me. My privilege is residual benefits from the slavery. Subconscious prejudice embedded in the system made for me. Don't mean I never struggled to survive. I guess we ain't agree.
So, I know a lot of people are going to hate what I say right here, but, the problem, this is my opinion, the problem I have with the words white privilege being thrown around is, like he said, a lot of white people have had to struggle to get where they are now. I'm struggling right now. I'm not going to throw it out there. And then the response will be, oh, well, did you have to struggle because of your race? Personally, no. But I know a lot of people who have, even though they're white, they have. But the thing is not being treated like shit is not a privilege. I hope that makes sense. Just because you're white and you don't get treated like shit, that does not make you privileged. Being black or Hispanic or LGBT, regardless of what it is, if you're getting treated like shit, you're being wronged. It's like you gotta find the baseline. Treating everybody like an equal human being, that's your baseline. For me, not getting treated like shit, that's the baseline. I'm not privileged because I'm not getting treated like shit. Or I hope that makes sense. That's the best way I can put it. Nobody deserves to be treated like shit, and it's not a privilege if you're not getting treated like shit. That should be the fucking baseline of humanity. You treat people how you want to be treated, no matter who they are.
Ignorant and jaded, call me dumb, uneducated, call me idiot or redneck or delusional or crazy, call me anything society has taught you to say. Cause at the end of the day, they're just names. Go ahead and call us names, dog. Do your thing. We ain't tripping cause we heard it all before. Give a damn about the names, dog. We feel no pain. Your words ain't gonna hurt us anymore. Go ahead and call us names, dog. Do your thing. Y'all are tripping, but I hope you find the Lord. Give a damn about the names, dog. We feel no shame. Call us anything you want, I'm getting bored. Your sticks and your stone.
When he's talking about he's getting bored, I think the whole woke culture, it's probably going to get worse, but I also believe and maybe even have hope that it's going to implode on itself. It's going to get too fucking ridiculous. Like, it's scary how bad it's getting because there are a lot of people they're literally believing that freedom of speech shouldn't matter because you have a different opinion. But I also believe and have hope that it's going to implode on itself and people are going to wake up and be like, dude, this is just fucking ridiculous. It's going way too far. It's going way too far.
Might break my bones, but your words don't hurt.
Nope.
Give me your worst.
Nice.
Stupid loser, ugly poser, moron, liar, crazy loner. Go ahead and call us names, dog. Do your thing. We ain't tripping cause we heard it all before. Give a damn about the names, dog. We feel no pain. Your words ain't gonna hurt us anymore. Go ahead and call us names, dog. Do your thing. Y'all are tripping, but I hope you find the Lord. Give a damn about the names, dog. We feel no shame. Call us anything you want, I'm getting bored.
Again, nice job, Nova. And I think Jared, I think they got somebody else helping them with this video. Good shit. Independent artists. I encourage everybody to be an independent artist. Just from watching this guy, he's blowing everybody out of the water. This song right here alone hit #1 in hip hop on Billboard. I think it's #4 out of all genres on Billboard. And I think it was trending #6 or #7 on YouTube. Dude has no financial backing from anybody. So definitely check out more of his music if you liked it. And at the end of the day, they're all names. And honestly, guys, this might sound... I enjoy self-depreciating humor. So whether I'm joking around about myself or whether I'm being serious, nobody can call me any name that's any worse than I've already said about myself. And that's just how I feel about it, dude. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope some of this maybe spoke to you, made you think. I hope you didn't just get pissed off watching it. If you did or didn't, jump in the comments section. Let me know your opinion. Hopefully it'll draw some sort of discussion in there, because that's what people need to learn how to do. People need to learn how to talk. People need to learn how to listen. I think there's a lot of talk going and not enough listening. So yeah, that's my reaction to Tom's newest video. I enjoyed it. It's catchy as fuck. I'm happy I finally got to listen to it. I had to wait 3 days to check it out. Good video. I enjoyed it for sure. If you enjoyed it, thumbs up, subscribe, greatly appreciated, and go check out my other Tom videos. I took my time on this one because the last time I did a reaction to the system, I kept apologizing for talking and stopping so much, and I rushed through it. And somebody's like, well, I like when people take their time on it. So I hope you appreciated it and made it through the whole way. But anyways, guys, take care of yourselves. Listen to each other. Be nice to each other. It doesn't fucking hurt to be nice. And that's all I got. Take care.